everyone, welcome back. I am ready to start. It is Saturday and you guys are gonna come along with me for my dinner shift today. I did go out for a little bit this afternoon. It was a little bit of a family afternoon along with like a little bit of working, and here we are tonight. But man, I have a story to tell you and I can't wait to get into that. So guys, let's officially kick off today and let's go make some money. We are kicking tonight off with an Uber Eats order, $7.25. Says it's going to take me 15 minutes to complete. There's a whole bunch of another wackadoo peak pays going on right now. So I think it's 5:30 to 7:30 tonight. I think it's a $2 peak pay, and then there's no peak pay from 7:30 to 9:30, and then there's another one at 9:45 to 7:45. I think that's the breakdown of DoorDash. Uber is in another quest tonight from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., so we'll see if I can take advantage of any of that going on. And then Grubhub has really nothing going on. I haven't done any Spark deliveries today. They are running an incentive, but it's a lot. It's like 9 deliveries in the next 3 days gets you like $45, and it kind of goes up from there. I think the next level is like 18 deliveries. That's not gonna happen. Maybe the 9, but 18. Oh, I guess that's a good full-timer incentive going on there. So I am ready to officially kick off tonight. Let me go into the Chinese restaurant and go pick up this order. I got this order right before drop off of the Chinese restaurant. It's Five Guys. Let's go in and get the fries going. Thank you so much. Five Guys order is done. I am now working on another Uber Eats order. I'm like, ooh, look at this. Uber Eats 3 in a row. Sweet. So I'm on my way to the restaurant. So let's talk about this order as we're on the way to the restaurant from earlier. This order came in this afternoon. And when I saw it, my eyes went, what? And I'm like, sweet. So here it is, $21.29. It was only going 6.2 miles. I looked at the map, 2 different restaurants, 2 different drop-offs, but heck, for $6.21, sign me up, and it's going to take me 38 minutes to complete. And then I'm thinking dollars and cents, okay, 38 minutes, I can get another order in that hour as well, and we're rocking and rolling. And one of them is McDonald's. I love McDonald's, super easy. Go to McDonald's, order was ready, and I was out the door. I'm like, all right, next order was Wawa. So I go to Wawa, and I go to the shelf, and I don't see it. I go to the register area, because sometimes they keep them there. It's not there either. So I found someone, and I said, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here for an order. They just looked at me, and they're like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're like the 6th or 7th driver to come for this order. And with that, like, my heart just sank, because I knew it was coming, and I'm like, oh, this is where the $21 was coming from. I said thank you very much and got in the car and called support. Told support what happened, and they looked at the order, and they were right. I was the 7th driver assigned to this order. So they canceled the order, and I got $3. I proceeded on my merry little way in delivering the McDonald's order. Close out the order, and I go to look to see how much the McDonald's order was. It was $6.39. So my $21 order became $9.39. $12 difference from what the order was. All because, and I'm going to talk to every single driver that listens to this, so come close and please listen to me. If you were a driver, and believe me, I get it. Time is money, and it is a pain in the butt to call support, and I understand that you just want to move on because it stinks that another driver came for the order. Please call support and close out your order. I am begging you, if all of us drivers can get together, this is my public service announcement. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Please call support to close out your order, because if it keeps getting passed from driver to driver to driver, because you just hit the cancel button, you get someone like me who gets really excited over a $21 order, and it becomes a $9 order, and that just plain stinks. I want to use a different word in there, but this is a family-friendly show, so I'm just going to ask, please, don't hit the cancel button. Call support. Yeah, I was not a happy camper on that order at all, because it could have been completely prevented from happening. So, my little soapbox speech for today. Ugh. You're welcome. Have a great day. Hi, how are you? Before drop off, I took this Grubhub order, and I took it as a risk just because it was okay, but it was literally, I took it right before, or I should say right when I started the delivery of my last Grubhub order, and I'm like, okay, it should be there by the time I get done with it, or should be ready, I should say. And I go in, and that it can't even give me an estimated time when it would be ready, and it was like one hibachi dinner. I'm like, okay. With that, I turned on DoorDash, and I got an order that would have been more than the order I was working on. So I canceled the Grubhub order, and I moved on to the DoorDash order, and it ended up being $10.75. And that order is now done. I'm now going to work on a $10.75 order for Bubba Coos for DoorDash. So I'm on my way to go pick up that DoorDash order. Now that I have calmed down, I can talk to you about what happened with this order. I was heated about this order. I took it, and I've been to this restaurant several times. I go into the restaurant, and I said, hi, I'm here for, and I said the customer's name. And they turn around, they're looking through the bags. They grab the bag of my customer. It says my customer's name on it. It's stapled and sealed. And they hand it to me, and they said, here you go, have a good night. And I said, thank you, have a wonderful evening. And I walk out of the restaurant. And to know this restaurant, in order to walk out of this restaurant, you have to go like all the way through the restaurant and to the back and out the back door. So you have to walk through the whole entire back door. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. I get to my car, I put the order in the hot bag, seal the hot bag, and I'm off. I am 4 minutes away from the customer's house, and it's an 8-mile delivery to begin with. And I'm literally 2 miles now, probably 4 minutes, 2 miles away. The restaurant calls me, and And I thought it was a customer, that's why I picked up the phone. I answer it, and it's the restaurant. And they said, somebody was trying to chase after you. You left without the flatbread. And I said, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was given a sealed bag. That's what I left with. And they said, someone tried to run after you. I didn't see anybody run after me, but that's besides the point. And they said, I need you to come back and grab the flatbread. And I said, unfortunately, I'm unable to do that. I'm almost at the customer's house. It's too far away from me at this point to turn around and go back. And with that, I hear in the background someone yelling, she better come pick up this order. It's her responsibility. She left without it. I'm like, what? So that like set me on edge. And she goes, well, it's either, the lady gets back on the phone. She goes, it's either you come back and pick it up or you make the customer come back and pick it up. I'm like, I said, well, how about I'm going to get off the phone with you right now and it will contact Uber support so they can tell me how to proceed with this delivery. And she goes, you do that. I'm like, what the heck? So I said, okay, have a good evening. And I hung up the phone and I get on the phone with support. First of all, it took a little while, a long while to get a hold of someone on support. I was almost at the customer's house at this point. And I told them the whole story, and they said, you did the right thing. Drivers are not supposed to turn around and go back for items that the restaurant has missed, and to proceed with your delivery. So I said, should I contact the customer so they know that they are not getting the item that is missing? And they said, yes, please contact the customer. So I hung up with them. I contacted the customer. The customer was completely fine and okay and was very happy that I informed her. And I said to her, you know, support is aware of it. Contact them and how to proceed further with your refund. But they already know about it. So I'm thinking it's done. It's over with. Whatever. So with that, minutes later, I go into my customer service ratings just to make sure the customer didn't rate me badly. Lo and behold, the merchant gave me a thumbs down. And the reason why I know this is because I was at 99%, and I know I looked before I even started tonight just to see where I was at. And I got a thumbs down from a merchant. And I'm like, son of a gun. Because I didn't go back and pick up this order, this merchant gave me a thumbs down. So on top of that, they gave me a whole bunch of feedback on this thumbs down. And it said they're calling the items damaged. They said that I was unprofessional. And then they also said that I tampered with the items because it was damaged. And I'm like, what? All because a restaurant did not put a flatbread in the bag. Somehow I get a thumbs down. Whatever. I'm calmer now than I was before. To me, it's the principle at this point. Like, really? How is this even remotely the driver's fault and responsibility when it's the restaurant who screwed up? How is the restaurant blaming the driver as the scapegoat for their mistake? Ugh. Anyway, moving on to my next order. C'est la vie. Moving on. I just took this order from Uber Eats. It's a sushi restaurant I just pulled up. I'm going to go in, grab it, see whether it's ready, and I'll be off. Well, sushi place said that the order has been sitting there for 45 minutes. So either Uber's really busy or, I don't know. The customer maybe didn't tip well. I have no idea. But anyway, I have the order. I'm on my way. I just took this Grubhub order as my next order. DoorDash is acting wacky. This screen popped but it looked like the screen that comes up when you're on pause minus the whole verbiage. And then like I tried closing out the app and then it still popped up. I tried uninstalling and reinstalling the app and it still popped up. Like I couldn't get out of the screen. The only way I got out finally, and I tried hitting resume, I tried hitting end dash, like nothing was happening. And then finally I went in, like you're going to like the home screen after you're on the main screen, and I hit end dash that way and finally ended my dash, but then I had to re-go in and restart my dash. Thank God it was very busy still in my area. But oh, DoorDash, you're acting a little wacky. But when I went in after I closed it out and I went to go back to dash again, this popped up and it's like cash on delivery is now available in your area, opt in or opt out. I'm like, opt out? It's been an interesting night to say the least. Order is an $11 stacked order on Uber. I took it for a couple reasons. I was about 2.5 miles away from Wendy's when I took it, so it's going to be a 5-mile stacked. Both orders are Wendy's, so I don't have to go to 2 separate restaurants, but this gives me a quest tonight. So $11 turns into $16, and then to me that's worth doing this stacked order, which is why I ended up doing it. So I'm the next car in line, just waiting, and there's really no one here. You know, there wasn't even anybody at McDonald's. I was the only person at McDonald's before when I went through the drive-thru. I'm like, this is Saturday night, right? But even so, just have to wait for one car, and I'll be. Last order of the evening, Boston Market. Just got here, I'm about ready to go, and I was about, how long was it? It was 7 miles. I was probably about 4.5 miles away from here, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be like a 2-mile order, maybe 3-mile order once I get to Boston Market. So I'm at Boston Market once I pick it up. So let's go in, let's go grab it, let's get it done, and let's go home. Okay, everyone, I am going home. I am calling it a day. Thank you so much for coming along with me tonight. You know, I started the night at $80, and I went into the night with the plan of like, okay, I'll work 5 hours. If I do $25 an hour, I will have in goal, well, a little over goal, and I think I smashed that. I don't have my totals yet. I'll do that when I get home, but I'm almost positive I did over $150 just tonight alone. I think, you know, that whole problem with the restaurant might have fueled my fire, and I just hustled harder than the $25 an hour. But you know what? It's all good. I even got a 50-cent tip tonight. Here it is. I had to share it with you guys. 50 cents. Oh, I guess they tipped. I guess we can think of the positive, but it was 50 cents. It was hidden in a really good stacked order, but whatever. Guys, if you're driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.